Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield. Good grief, what day is it?
I know, it's Tuesday.
Wow, it's Tuesday.
It's
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday. We got through the Monday and it was so freezing.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was cold again this morning.
It was cold again this morning,
Not
but
as bad,
today the afternoon does look a little bit better. Of course, we'll get to check of that
Yeah.
a little bit later on in the show. But how was the rest of your Monday?
It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. So Alina and I went out and had a little happy hour situation.
Oh,
It was very
good.
nice, very cool. Thank you, Gigi Papa, for
Yeah,
for
it's
watching
nice that you guys get out and do that.
Yeah.
We do a lot of segments on stuff like this too. Like you have to take time for yourself and your spouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you have a kid.
Yeah, because things get like you get bogged down in the moment kind
Yeah,
of deal, right? Like
right.
and the routine of things, and like you lose sleep, things like that, and all this kind of stuff. And so like you have
it
to
back together.
Yeah, you have to like take a minute to like remember that it was all about us in the first place.
That's right. Oh, that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I ran a million errands. I got a lot done. I don't have anything exciting, no happy hour for me. But I
That's 'cause you
did.
got some stuff done,
You know
though.
what's so funny though? Because we always shop online nowadays.
Yeah.
I actually went to Ulta. That's where I buy my makeup.
Oh.
And I was in there for almost an hour just walking around because I was like, it's so nice to be
You
able to
forgot
go
what a
there.
store
and-
was like.
Because they have tester, you can actually try the
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, shopping online's for the birds.
Yeah, no, seriously, I talk about it with Selena all the time. I'm like, just go to the shop.
I know, but
And
sometimes
she's like,
it's
no,
just
I'm just gonna order it. I'm like,
convenient. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the shop.
Yeah, it was nice. I will say that. It was nice to be out and about. But we have a great show.
We do. Tell them what's coming up.
Let's get right to it. We are now just 5 days away from the big game
Yeah.
between the Patriots and the Seahawks.
That's who you're going
but
for.
everyone will also be watching the Puppy Bowl. We'll have the details coming up.
Yeah, look at him go. And we hope you're ready to move and groove today because Willa Quezada is back for Jack's Jams.
Oh man, so excited for that. Speaking of moving and grooving, we have to talk about the biggest night in music, the Grammys.
That's
Jasmine
right.
Monroe will have all the highlights in today's mix.
That's cool. And I'm going to take a little walk real quick. See you, Jordan. I'll catch up with you here in just a minute. All right, guys. So if you're looking for a new way to celebrate Valentine's Day, the Jacksonville Arboretum is hosting a first of its kind after hours event. And here with the deets is Dana J. Duty. I'm sorry about that, Dana. My bad. All right. So first of all, the Jacksonville Arboretum is one of our true gems here in town. If you have not had a chance to go check it out, I implore you to do so. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
Super cool. It takes you out of Jacksonville completely. It's awesome. So what is the Valentine's Day After Dark, and what can people expect?
Well, it's a really fun event, and what's nice about it is for Valentine's Day, but the tagline is, that's the way love glows.
Oh, I like that.
So it kind of gives you a clue, but we will be lighting up our lake loop with different colors like pink and purple and red, and it'll be really nice for people to get out and enjoy the Valentine's evening. But, being able to walk the Arboretum during the day is really special.
nice.
So treating your Valentine.
It is great. In fact, this is like seriously. I took Lena on our second date to the Arboretum.
Oh,
No kidding. Yeah.
that is so
We walked all over the
nice.
place, sat on the bench there, took it all in. Yeah, it was very
Well,
cool.
that is a very special second date.
Yeah. All right. So, what makes this event different from maybe a typical Valentine's dinner or night out?
Well, because it is in the beautiful backdrop of the Jacksonville Arboretum. So, I mean, you can't do any better. And like I said, it's wonderful to walk it during the day, but to get to experience it at night is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And if you go to our webpage for this event, it has a whole smattering of ways that you can customize it. And we'll have a First Coast plein air painter leading a painting class.
Nice.
You can get charcuterie, wine and beer,
Yeah.
have some live music. It's just
Yeah.
going to be a blast.
Smattering. That was a good word too.
I know,
Good
I
job.
love
that
that
was
word.
great.
Yeah,
Good way to
thanks.
put that in there. Okay. So, is this event just for couples, or can we go stag?
You can go stag, anybody can come, and you can even bring your dog if you'd like.
No, right on.
Yeah, we're dog friendly. And the
Okay.
photographers will be there to take a picture of you and your pup Valentine if you'd like. Or
amazing.
bring a romantic date.
Yeah.
That no better way to shine romance on a nice evening.
I think it's very cool. Okay, so how does attending the event support the Arboretum?
Well, this particular event is definitely going to help us improve our gardens for the spring.
Okay.
So, you know, it is right around the corner. And so we're definitely going to be livening up some of the front gardens and making them more beautiful, because we do get to do the events like this that support that.
That's so cool. All right, so how can folks learn more? Give us the details for how do we follow the Arboretum and keep up with all the cool stuff that's happening?
Sure. So we have all kinds of ways to get involved. We have membership. You can volunteer with us if you'd like. It's jacksonvillearboretum.org. And then you can go to the web page for the event about Valentine's After Dark.
Excellent. Okay, real quick, what is an Arboretum for the folks that don't know, right? Because like I've run into quite a few people. They're like, what is the Jacksonville Arboretum?
No, that is a great question, and I'm so glad that you pronounce it correctly. A lot of people say arboretum, you know, arboretum.
Yeah.
It is a garden with trees.
Garden with trees, and it is absolutely stunning. Very, very beautiful. Like I said, I really hope that you guys go out there and check this out. If you haven't been out there, please do go check out the Jacksonville Arboretum. It is beautiful. Dana, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
Best luck
having
with
me.
the event. Jordan, what you got?
Well, getting married often starts with paperwork, but many couples are looking for something deeper than just the legal process, right? Well, today we're talking about the difference between a legal marriage and a spiritual union. Joining us again is Chaplain Scott from the Walk-In Wedding Chapel. Always great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much, Jordan.
Of
Thank you for having me.
course.
You look fabulous as always.
Thank you. You look dapper yourself. So this is really interesting because we haven't talked about this before, the difference between a legal marriage and a spiritual union. Can you tell us the difference?
That is a great question, and they really are different. There's two sides to marriage. There is the legal side,
Right.
and there's the spiritual side. And the legal side is a contract, and the contract is mediated by the state, and they'll hold you to it. You know,
Right.
you're going to live up to these things, but it's not the same thing as when two people enter into a spiritual union. And we do both at the Walk-In Wedding Chapel.
That's wonderful. So what is a spiritual union exactly for those who may not know?
Great question. I like to explain it with a biology analogy.
Okay.
Two cells come together and the spark of life happens.
Chemistry.
And a new life begins. And it's the same thing when two become one. The
Right.
Bible literally says the two become one. And that's not just metaphor. It is literally something you can see happen when the two
Right.
people come together. They share their love, they exchange their vows, their commitment, and the two literally, we say, a couple walks in and a family walks out.
Oh, I love the sound of that. That is so true. And so would you say that couples feel the difference between, you know, something that's just a legal document versus that spiritual feeling, that union?
Absolutely, they never feel the same again. From that moment on, you can see from the time they leave the building, they are just completely different, and it completely affects the nature of the relationship
Right.
and how they relate to each other.
Right. And it's all about working together, right? I mean, marriage is a compromise, and sometimes it can be difficult, but you have to get through it and work together. And that's what I think is so wonderful, because, you know, it's two completely different people getting together. You might have the same interests, but you have to work with how do we keep this together in terms of blending both of our things that we like, right? And then obviously carrying that into the future with maybe having children later on or something like that, and creating that family like you were mentioning.
Absolutely. This is actually the best part of the spiritual union.
Right.
Because getting into that relationship requires trust.
Yes.
And it requires trust that the other person is all in there with you in order to make the compromises and the changes and the adaptations and to build this family unit forever.
Right.
You need to know that that other person is there with you fully,
Exactly.
physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all in. And that is what standing before God, making that commitment matters, when the two actually become one.
Well, I love what you just said there too, all in. You gotta be all in. You can't just like be halfway there, right? This is a marriage, this is a union, and I think that is so special. And we were just seeing some of the images there. I mean, you've married over 5,000 people, or couples, I should say. That is amazing. So what does that kind of union, how does that affect marriages? How does that keep it just going, I guess?
It really does translate, and they study this stuff in the
Oh, really?
universities, and it translates into actually how you experience the relationship. Couples who have shared spiritual commitment in the relationship
Right.
have 30 to 50% lower divorce rates.
Oh, really?
They have higher rates of intimacy, higher rates of satisfaction, higher rates of fulfillment. And in fact, studies show they live longer, they earn more more money. They rate happier on
Wow.
self-scores. It really makes a huge difference when you stand and put your whole self
Yes.
together with that person and hold nothing back.
Right. Oh, I think that is so wonderful. So if you have not been to the chapel, I've been there. It is beautiful what you've done with the place. It is a really nice location. Like I said, you've seen some of the pictures there that we showed. And I mean, it's wonderful because you offer kind of some different packages where you can be totally transformed, or you can just show up like this, right? You just welcome
Absolutely.
everybody. And I think that's fantastic. So walkinweddingchapel.com if they're interested.
That is a perfect place to go.
Awesome. Well, check it out, y'all. If you are looking to tie the knot this year, or maybe you know someone who is, head over to walkinweddingchapel.com for more information. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you,
again. And
Jordan.
for what you do, I think this is so cool.
Oh,
I know you're making
so much.
changing a lot of people's lives.
Absolutely.
Thank you again. David?
All right, it's time for another Jax Jams. You've seen her perform on the FCL stage before. Let's welcome back Awilda Cruzado performing Con Tus Besos. Take it away.
Stay with me. Let's
All right.
dance. Woo! Hey. Hey.
I listen. Oh. Oh, you take it away.
Ese amor que te tengo es tan grande que dejaría todo por estar a tu lado y amarte a mi modo. Y yo que me muero de ganas por besarte otra vez, hacer el amor dulcemente hasta que me vuelvas loco. Todo lo dejo todo por ti, sin ti yo me puedo morir. Ese deseo que siente mi cuerpo por hacerte el amor se siente más con tus besos. Todo lo dejo todo por ti, sin ti yo me puedo morir. Ese deseo que siente mi cuerpo por hacerte el amor se siente más con tus besos. It's bachata time. Soy que me muero de ganas por besarte otra vez y hacer el amor dulcemente hasta que me vuelvas loca. Todo lo dejo todo por ti, sin ti yo me puedo morir. Ese deseo que siente mi cuerpo por hacerte el amor se enciende más con tus besos. Todo lo dejo todo por ti, sin ti yo me puedo morir. Este deseo que siente mi cuerpo por hacerte el amor se enciende más con... I see you, I see you. Hey. Woo. Awilda. Suavecito.
Fantastic job as
That was
always.
great on
That's
you.
great. Oh, it's yeah, right. Come on. All right. So let me ask you. So, why bachata and not merengue?
Bachata because the songwriter is Dominican and he's a bachata singer, so
Okay.
he wrote the song. He's like, "Do you wanna do a feature with me?" So of course.
Yeah.
Bachata.
Okay. So the songwriter is El Sante,
El
right?
Sante.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about him.
Santi is Dominican songwriter singer. He have a musical around the whole world. He also have a band in Jacksonville.
Okay.
He's Dominican. We came from the same country.
Yeah.
So for real, he's a great talent.
That's amazing. Well, you are fantastic. So what's your next event? What's your next show?
My next show is gonna be February 14th. You wanna come with me and spend your night dancing, what you eating, merengue and everything. So go to Facebook, Instagram, and I post the whole events in there. And come on, go with me.
That's amazing. Okay, so you're going to be back for a second one, right?
Yes, I will.
All right, so we're going to check back in with you. For now, let's send it over to Jordan to find out what's coming up.
I love when she's here. All right, well, we still have more music to talk about. We take a look back at the Grammys in the mix with Jasmine Monroe. Plus, can we finally put away our coats and say goodbye to this cold weather? Well, yeah, please, David. Find out in our Rain or Shine coming up.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Over 35 years, I've seen it all. Car crashes, work injuries, defective products, medical mistakes, lives flipped upside down in an instant. But I've also seen something else, the power of fighting back, the power of winning. Over $30 billion recovered and counting. Size matters, reputation matters, results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.com.
I'm Brad. No, I'm Brad. No, you're Justin. Is the thought of selling your property this confusing? We're Prime Buyers and twin brothers, making it easy to sell your house for cash. We've dealt with every situation: rundown rentals, serious repairs, foreclosure, divorce, family disputes. You don't need to fix a thing. So before you call a realtor, save the commission and let's talk. I think we may be the right property buyer for you. Call Prime Buyers at 904-267-0000.
Is chronic pain stealing the life you love? Pain pills mask it. Surgery scares you. And you're tired of just living with it. At Select Health and Wellness, we don't mask pain. We heal it at the source with cutting-edge regenerative medicine, stem cells, exosomes, PRP, your body's own miracle workers. Select Health and Wellness uses 100% natural, non-surgical treatments with life-changing results. No downtime, no foreign chemicals, just your body doing what it was designed to do. Heal itself better than ever.
I'm Dr. Fritz, and every day I see patients walk out of here pain-free without surgery, and you could be next.
Don't wait another day in pain. Call Select Health and Wellness right now for your free consultation. Spots are limited. Call the life you're missing.
Get your home ready for the change in seasons with a $69 HVAC tune-up from Florida Home Air Conditioning. Our pros can help you lower energy costs, prevent costly breakdowns, and make sure your system is running at peak efficiency right when you need it most. Our exceptional service guarantee, combined with over 20 years experience serving Jacksonville and the surrounding areas, means you can trust your family's comfort to Florida Home. Call 904-594-7435.
Florida Home AC.
We're whipping up delicious recipes you can make at home.
And I can't wait.
Bon appetit.
We're living a high life.
Living in the kitchen.
Fridays on First Coast Living.
Well, the Grammys gave unforgettable performances, emotional wins, and historic moments. Joining us this morning to break it all down is Jasmine Monroe with The Mix. Thank you, sir.
Jasmine Monroe.
Oh, Dazzlin' Jasmine.
Yeah,
I do like that.
I'm just super
Good to
cool.
see you. You are dazzling.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to be on
So
the
I'm glad
show.
you're here, though, because we did not watch.
Nope.
I know, and I asked you that, but you know, it was late, and the next morning I felt it, so I understand.
You did.
Completely
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. She
But
has to get up way earlier.
3:30 a.m. Oh my goodness.
I haven't
right?
done that in a while.
All right.
It's so early.
So here's the thing. Olivia Dean, I love her. I don't know if you know her song, Already Gave You the Time and the Place.
There you go. Okay.
I can't sing like you.
That didn't sound bad.
But let's see what she had to say when she
Okay.
won her, she's the new artist of the year.
Oh, cool.
The Grammy goes to Olivia Dean.
imagine winning. Like, you know, you come out and then it's you get a Grammy.
Yeah.
So that's how you know your career.
Especially
is
new
gonna be
artists.
good.
That's so exciting. And she's so beautiful.
You're about to make a lot of money, girl.
Yeah.
Like, for real. That's cool.
And she's
Congratulations.
been all over. She's been on SNL. She's been on the Today Show. I mean, she has been like hitting every spot. So she's doing a great job. And I bet after you hear this, you're going to continue to hear her song on
Oh, I'm
Instagram.
sure now it's going to be, yeah,
Absolutely. That'll be
definitely.
everywhere.
Well, things got deeply emotional with Bad Bunny.
Bunny, debí tirar más fotos.
I like
You
that.
got to say Bad Bunny. You can't just say Bad Bunny. That's not how you say it. But he visibly broke down before taking to the stage to accept the night's biggest honor. Just look how amazing he is. Like, they looked and styled themselves
they look
so
great.
great.
Yeah.
He won Album of the Year,
Nice. That's
Artist
awesome.
of the Year. Like, he took home a lot. Kendrick Lamar, though, raked it
Really?
up. So there was a lot. He took home about 9.
Wow.
You know, and then how the
Really?
Grammys works too as well. You don't see all of the awards
No.
that they win.
No.
So it's so many categories that happen.
There are like hundreds of awards. It's
yes.
crazy.
I'm like,
so-
people were saying like, I want a Grammy. I'm like, lies. But then you go to the list and you're like, oh, I'm sorry.
So they just don't show them all on the show itself.
They couldn't.
You
We
can't. There's
were
not
there
enough
all
time,
night.
right? And some of it's like very
I didn't know
obscure
that.
stuff. It's like best album art, or
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like
okay.
so those kind of things they're not going to put there on like
Right.
national televised
That makes
programs.
sense.
Yeah, well, many artists use their time on stage too to speak openly about politics and religion. Bad Bunny was one, Olivia Dean, as well as I'm forgetting her name right now.
I'm sure she'll pop
pretty-
up on the
it's pretty-
screen.
It's part
Yeah,
of the
Billie
course.
Eilish. Billie
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
par for the course.
you know.
I mean, it's pretty typical of those folks, right? Like it's
Yeah.
every year. So
Yeah. So, all right. So, emotional and powerful tributes too, as well. I just want to talk about D'Angelo. How does it feel? And then Lauryn Hill, she was the one who did the Roberta Flack, everything. It looks so good. Take a look.
Sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to see him, listen for a while.
That's Wyclef Jean and Lauryn Hill. And, you know, she was the highest ranked artist when she first came out with Miss Education of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
So she completely wrecked. So she knows what it's like to be on that stage.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They bought out so many people. They bought out Shaka Khan.
Oh, wow.
One of the funniest things that Shaka Khan said, they're like, Shaka Khan, who are you excited to see? And she's
Right.
like, to be honest, I don't know these.
She was
They
just
know
honest.
me. She's like, they know me. They walk up to me like, oh my gosh, Shaka Khan.
And she's like, hey,
you're like,
you.
okay, yeah, sweet.
Hey, at least she was honest.
Yeah,
That's kind of funny, though.
She was on the red carpet. She had me cracking up. And her hair wasn't as big. It's like wet and wavy now. She got
Oh, I'll have to
this new
look that up.
She looks good. She looks
Yeah.
really good. You know who else looked good?
Huh.
Pharrell. Take a look.
It is when I'm on it. But once they figure it out, I don't want it.
Does he age?
He's a talented dude.
Well, Pharrell received the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award, celebrating his influence on music, culture, generations of artists. Him, as well as Clips, came on the show too as well. They received an award. The choir was amazing. One of the things that I liked is on the stage, they made it snow. So you were looking at people's hair and I'm like, oh, it's really like they made it really snow in there. So
Really?
they
That's
go
cool.
above and beyond.
I'm going to have to
for
look
the
up some of
Grammys.
these
that
videos.
production
Yeah,
is
that's so
amazing.
cool.
So, all right, let's end it on a good note.
Okay.
Bruno Mars.
It's the part where we break it all the way down, 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 down.
You got to shake it.
Oh, yeah. I love when they all
Yeah, they
dance
take
together like
it.
that. I love him.
Well, Bruno Mars set the tone early with the opening performances, of course, and later returned to debut his new single. Both moments were delivered in an amazing way. I still love 24 Karat Magic.
Yes.
I feel like he can't top that song. It's almost a gift and a curse.
Right.
Because every song I hear, I'm like, 24 Karat, no.
Not as
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's like, it's up there, but it's not as good. But I loved it.
Okay,
and-
really quickly, because we got to wrap.
Yes.
Overall outfits, how did you feel about them?
I loved it, especially Tiana Taylor. Her body, whew, Jesus, I just wish that I could. You know what? I'm going to the gym after this because I just
Oh, there
need
you
to.
go. Well, you look great. You don't need
Thank
it,
you.
but-
All right, next week we'll be talking Super Bowl commercials.
Okay, I
love
cannot
it.
wait. Thank you
Yes.
so much for that, Jasmine.
You're
All right,
welcome.
we'll see you after the break.
All right.
I'm a coach. I'm competitive. It's really important to me that I have great coverage just for my job. I saw the commercial for Consumer Cellular. I thought at first it's just for old people, but my cell phone bill kept going up. And then, of all things, I made the call. It was almost 50% less. I got 5% off with AARP, so then it went even lower.
Consumer Cellular gives you the same fast, reliable nationwide network for up to half the cost of big wireless.
Same tower, same coverage. The same coverage that you're looking for, they offer.
And there's no long-term contracts.
You don't like us? 1 month. Cut us loose, Coach.
We'll have you wrapped up in about 20 minutes. Really.
We hadn't gone back. We're not going back. We're with Consumer Cellular.
Call now and see how one of our U.S.-based Switch Pros can cut your bill by up to half. And right now, get your second month free with code SECONDFREE. Call 1-800-919-6381.
Answers are found here. Bravery is shown here. Bonds are built here. Breakthroughs are made here. For children, for families, for where we live. Wolfson Children's Hospital is here.
Being able to go in the lab and work with my hands and actually learn that way was most beneficial to me.
I like that I had a lot of practice here, and it felt like I was working a real patient.
I actively woke up every day wanting to come here and wanting to learn about the field that I was entering.
You can train to be a dental assistant in less than a year at Fortis. Scan the QR code to learn more.
First Coast News on your side recognizes our teachers.
They do so much for our kids.
So together, let's all shine a spotlight on them.
Nominate a deserving teacher today. Teacher of the Week is sponsored by Keith Pearson Toyota.
I'm Maria Montgomery, and at West Shore Home, we make home remodeling easy. From tub to shower conversions to walk-in tub installations and even full bath remodels. We're ready to get rid of your old, outdated bathroom and transform it into your dream space. So if your bathroom looks like this, or even this, we're ready to transform your bathroom. The best part is we don't require any money down, so you can get started and not make your first payment until after the project is complete. All of our projects are professionally installed by our crews of highly trained employee installers, never subcontractors. And right now we have something special going on. It's our winter savings event. Lock in free installation on all tub to shower conversions. Plus, for a limited time, get 18 months of no interest financing. Just call or visit westshorebath.com.
I slipped. A 3,000-pound can had rolled up on top of my leg. They rushed me to the hospital. Just so happened, a commercial came on about Morgan & Morgan, and I always remember them saying, for the people. They end up getting me 20 times more than what they offered.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It's now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Lee Southwick. And you're matching the graphics, Lee.
Oh, you're right. Blue, like cold, you know?
Yeah,
Nice
right.
and
Feeling
cold.
it.
So this morning we were freezing again.
Oh, yeah.
We got down to 26 degrees at the Jacksonville Airport this morning.
Man.
That is the 8th day in a row that we have been freezing, or
my
where a low temperature has been at or below 32
Right.
degrees, which ties the record.
Oh my gosh, which was, okay.
So the last time we did it was
77.
1977, so we've
Wow.
done it again. Now, a little bit of good news, if you don't like all of this cold weather, we are defrosting. I don't think we're going to set the new record. I think tomorrow morning we will stay above freezing.
Okay, but if not, then we would have number 9.
Then we would have 9, and then we would actually
the
like
new
make that new record. But we
Okay.
tied it. I mean, eight mornings at
I'm
or
good with-
below freezing.
We don't need any more.
It's much colder than normal.
Yeah.
We are here in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia, so we need it to warm up.
Yeah, get
we're
out of here.
trying this afternoon, so we're sitting in the 50s right now, and later on today we're getting into the 60s, so it should feel nicer.
And yesterday afternoon wasn't too bad when, it was being in the sun, but this is going to be even better.
This is going to be better.
Yeah.
And 64 is still technically cooler than normal.
Okay.
Usually around 67.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow you'll have a little defrost, but you have to enjoy it. Doesn't stick around too long.
Oh, man.
I'll have details at noon.
All right, thanks for that, Lee. Now over to you, David.
Family owned and operated, Turbo Auctions has a plethora of items at their auctions. We're joined by owners Lonnie and Rochelle Papp to tell us more about them. Hello, good
Hi,
to see
how
you
are
again.
Well, thank
Good to see you. All right, so, so tell us about Turbo Auctions real quick, right? So give us the lowdown.
So, David, Turbo Auctions is a consignment auction house here in Jacksonville.
we take other people and other companies' assets and turn them into cash.
Right on.
Everything's open to the public, and we have a great big auction sale every month.
You guys have all kinds of really cool stuff. I mean, like really, really cool stuff. So, you know, like you were just talking about the inventory, it's a consignment deal. Kind of explain a little bit of what that means to folks.
Sure. So most of it is construction equipment, vehicles, tools, a lot of different assets. So it's an array of things, but it's all brought out to us at our auction yard out by the port, and we put it. Most of it goes through an online auction sale. Not all of it. We do still do live auctions.
Gotcha.
When the situation calls for it,
Right.
but it's all online through our websites, timed auctions, and we just add stuff all month long. Then the second Tuesday of each month have a great big auction day or the closing day, and everybody, we get a whole bunch of people, they buy a bunch of stuff, then they come out, pick it up, we do it again the next month.
That's awesome. Okay, so like just to give you an example of like how cool the stuff that they have there, right? Let's look at the table real quick. What do we have here?
So these are, two of these are Super Bowl rings from former linebacker, or they were presented to linebacker Bill Romanowski. The third one is also presented to Bill Romanowski, but it is an AFC championship ring from the Oakland Raiders in 2002. David, the one you're holding is a 1988 San Francisco 49ers Super Bowl championship ring. When the game was, the 49ers won with 20 seconds to go from Joe Montana to Taylor in the end zone. It was a big game. As far as I know, it was Bill Walsh's last game as coach of the 49ers as well. So it was certainly a significant moment in NFL history, and we do not come across this very often.
No.
So anybody out there that would like to own a piece of NFL history, we're selling these this coming Saturday through our website at online auction.
Holy cow.
Here's your opportunity, because I'm not sure that we'll come across something like this again.
No, I don't think so either. And that is so cool. I mean, that I'm such a big football fan. Like, to put on a Super Bowl ring is bonkers.
Exactly, yeah.
That was so cool. That's
Who
wild.
can say that they've done that before?
That, for real. Like,
Don't
that's
worry, we
crazy.
do have security in the back, so we're fine. We're fine.
So I'm gone.
David, the other two are significant as well. This one here is a 1997 Denver Broncos Super Bowl championship, when John Elway won his first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the white gold one here is a 2002 Oakland Raiders AFC championship. They went on to the Super Bowl, but ended up losing with the final seconds in the snow to Tom Brady and the Patriots.
That's right. And I'm like, that's crazy. What a career you got. Those are three amazing rings. Okay, so we only have about 30 seconds left. So tell us once again how we can find you and all those kind of details real quick, so that way everybody can participate in the auction.
Sure. So we're easy to find. It's turboauctions.com. Just go onto the website. Everything is listed on there. Click View Items, Bid Here, and we make it as easy as possible for you to spend your money, so it is not a difficult process. Go on in there. We add stuff every day up until auction day, which again is the second Tuesday of every month. Our next sale, the Super Bowl rings, will be this Saturday, the day before Super Bowl on February 7th at 2 p.m. Then our monthly auction sale for our consignment sale will be next Tuesday, February 10th, and that'll begin closing at 10 a.m. But again, you can go there now and start looking at everything that, or a bulk of the stuff that we're offering for this month, which is hundreds and hundreds up to thousands of items every month.
And again, who doesn't like a bargain?
Right.
I mean, come on.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Who doesn't like a bargain? Okay, so thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it, guys. We'll be right back.
We have a full state-of-the-art facility where we can clean your rug. And we have a white glove service where our guys will come out to your house, pick up the rugs, move furniture, do our cleaning here at our facility, and then deliver it back and put it back down for you. Everything that we have to offer is a one-stop shop for rugs, from the cleaning to the sales experience, everything in between.
Drew and I have been building things together our whole lives. But one of the best things we've built, a solid partnership with each other and with Rooms To Go, America's #1 independent furniture retailer. Together, we've created a furniture collection that's as fashionable as it is functional, expertly crafted and built to last. So whether you need a place to relax or reconnect, Check out all our newest furniture from the Drew & Jonathan collection. It just keeps getting better. Together with Rooms to Go.
the world. Is this the gold medal run? And this game underway.
So strong, so efficient.
Here comes Higgins.
She's got so much strength and power.
Everybody up on their seats.
There's that physicality we talked about.
The Milan Cortina Olympics, brought to you on WTLV by Shark Coatings, your floor coating experts.
Attention, if you currently use a hydrophilic intermittent catheter, please listen up. Starting in 2026, new changes are in effect. To keep receiving the catheter you currently rely on, you need an updated prescription. Changes like this can bring up questions. That's why Coloplast is making life easier, with a free guide for any catheter user that takes you through the process. Visit keepyourcatheter.com or call now to receive your free guide by email and learn how to update your prescription today. Call now or visit keepyourcatheter.com. That's keepyourcatheter.com. It just takes a couple minutes and means no changes to your catheter of choice. Visit keepyourcatheter.com, keepyourcatheter.com, or call today, 833-679-0799, 833-679-0799. Coloplast shares this as general guidance and not as legal or health advice. Insurance rules vary and change. Talk to your healthcare provider about treatment options and your supplier for billing questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Abuela Gozada.
Cuántas veces me fallaste, cuántas veces me mentiste, y hoy te digo, corazón, que en realidad tienes que irte. Yo soy una mujer de carne y hueso, y a ti se te ha olvidado todo eso. Tú nunca estás cuando muero de ganas, y hay otro que quiere estar en mi cama. Empaca, corazón, y vete ya. No me llames porque te voy a bloquear. No me busques más, no me llames más. Mi corazón está pensando en alguien más. Ya no te quiero más, ya no me busques más. Quítame del TikTok, bórrame de Instagram. Ya no te quiero más, ya no me busques más. Quítame del TikTok, bórrame de Instagram. Oye, que no se te olvide el WhatsApp. ¿Cómo así? ¿Pa' qué? Pa' que te lo goce. Pero con Abuela, la tremenda. No, tú. Ya no te quiero más, ya no me busques más. Quítame del TikTok, bórrame de Instagram. Si tú no me querías, ¿pa' qué me andas buscando? Recoge tus maletas, que otro me está esperando. Ya no te quiero más, ya no me busques más. Quítame del TikTok, bórrame de Instagram. Óyeme, Silvio Mora, préstale tu carrito, pa' que de una carrera derecho al infinito. Ah, como que te va. Y te fuiste. Oye, Jordan, ¿pa' que te lo goce.
Always stick around, guys. We'll be right back after the break.
Janet, you know how Fifth Third Bank keeps your money safe with fraud monitoring and threat blocking? Well, I also keep you safe because I'm your dog, and I love you.
This is banking, a Fifth Third better.
For over 40 years, ProCraft Cabinetry has been the builder's choice for multifamily cabinet solutions. From apartments to condos and large-scale housing developments, our durable cabinets are designed to handle the demands of your projects and are backed by a 5-year warranty. We offer competitive bids, volume discounts, and over 120,000 square feet of in-stock inventory ready for immediate delivery or same-day pickup. Partner with the team that understands your project timelines and keeps things moving. Visit jax.procraftcabinetry.com or stop by today.
If you're facing cancer, there's a place that was designed around you. It's where some of the country's leading cancer research can become advanced treatments. It's for learning all you can and knowing all your options. It's for facing uncertainty with a feeling of calm and for never being alone in your journey. It's Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center in Jacksonville. It's everything you need to take on cancer.
Think you need a new roof? Think again and save thousands. We'll help you put off the high cost of a roof replacement for at least 5 years.
Or 10.
Or sometimes even 15.
We're America's most trusted roofer because we always try to save your roof rather than replace it.
We'll restore your roof for a fraction of the cost of a new one. But don't wait. If your roof loses too much protective coating, it's too late. Call now or scan the code and we'll give you an assessment of your roof for free.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Cold days and chilly nights are here. Stay warm and worry-free with Florida Home Air Conditioning. Get a new air handler absolutely free with the purchase of select HVAC systems. The pros at Florida Home make upgrading easy with flexible financing and energy-efficient options that can help lower your monthly energy bills. Plus, you get the peace of mind that comes with our exceptional service guarantee. Call 904-594-7435 to schedule your appointment.
Florida Home AC.
The race of a lifetime. So here we go.
Blistering fastest skier in the world.
Having another beautiful run.
Look at that.
The Milan Cortina Olympics, brought to you on WTLV by Keith Pearson Toyota, your hometown superstore.
I know a lot of our viewers see Plexiderm either on social media or TV, and it promises to help shrink your under-eye bags and wrinkles from view. But if you haven't tried it, get ready to be amazed, because today I brought Scott DeFalco on the show to show us how Plexiderm can help reverse the visible signs of aging in 10 minutes. Scott, I love the sound of it. Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, doesn't that sound great? And it really works, Jordan. That's the amazing thing about it. So let's just jump right into the before and after pictures, because that's really what people want to see. So what you're looking at right now are real people with real problems getting real results. And with Plexiderm, all you're going to do is put it on a clean, dry face, Jordan, and you're going to wait 10 minutes, and you're going to see the results you're seeing on your screen. And it covers all the problem areas of our face, not just the three-dimensional under-eye bags, which really made Plexiderm famous 8 years ago when we launched it, but also the forehead lines, the crow's feet, and those pesky laugh lines we can get around our mouth as we age.
Definitely. And I can't believe it's been 8 years. Wow. And of course, I love, like you were saying, we love to see those before and after pictures and videos, and the fact that it only takes 10 minutes with no doctor visits, and it's really just a topical serum.
Yeah, that's it. Just a topical serum. In fact, that's why men make up a big part of our customer fan base and why they love it so much, because most men don't wear makeup, and the serum goes on clear, so there's no chalky white residue. so us men can look good without letting other people know we're trying to look good. And speaking of looking good, I brought this time-lapse video. Now, I mentioned the under eye bags earlier because that's really what made Plexiderm famous, dealing with the puffiness under the eyes and the dark circles. So we had Samantha come to us, and Samantha, Jordan, she's only in her 30s, and she came to us and said, man, I've been dealing with this issue for years. People are always thinking, I haven't gotten enough sleep, or maybe they think I'm older than I am, and I just want to get rid of these. So we gave her the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. We said, Samantha, come on in. We're going to put this on, and we're going to show you what it can do for you. So we have this time-lapse video. We sped it up to 20 seconds, Jordan, but in real time, it was only a minute and a half. Look at the results. Incredible, and you can imagine how she felt when she looked in the mirror after. Problem solved for Samantha.
Oh my gosh, definitely. It's absolutely amazing, and I do like that it kind of really is for all ages. We all have little things that we see in the mirror that we want to fix, whether we're 18 or 80 or whatever. So I think that it's really cool, and also the fact that you guys actually have done studies on Plexiderm.
Yeah, we have. And I'm glad you brought that up. I want to touch on that real quick, Jordan, about the age thing, because people think that this is only for maybe men and women over the age of 40 or 50. That is not true. I mean, the key signs of aging can happen to us at any age. So our customer fan base ranges from 20s all the way up to the 80s, like you said. And so with the studies we did, we saw an 80% reduction in the under eye bags, 85%, believe it or not, Jordan, with the forehead lines and the crow's feet, 74% with the laugh lines around your mouth. And I want to stress, this is topical. No painful injections or expensive doctor visits. And the results are quick and also long lasting, Jordan. You're going to get up to 10 hours with the results, which is a whole work day, maybe even a special event at night. And the reason for that, and women will appreciate this because they're the most educated consumers, is because of our ingredients. Okay, so we derive silicates from shale clay, but we also added peptides and collagen to our new serum. So with peptides, we're giving you moisture in your skin. We're bringing that to the surface. And with collagen, as pretty much every lady knows, that is for the firmness. So that's why Plexiderm has been so popular and so successful. It's because of those ingredients. That's why it works quick and lasts long.
Yes, I think it's fabulous. And I heard you have a great trial offer for our viewers because you want everyone with under eye bags and wrinkles to give this a try, right?
Yes, we're making it affordable for everyone. So this is the Plexiderm 6-application trial pack. I'm holding it in my hands right here. You can see the 6 applications. So this is only $14.95, Jordan, plus free shipping. The only way to get that deal is to call the 1-800 number. It's right there on your screen. That's 1-800-923-8893. You can also scan the QR code or go to plexidermtrial.com. So 3 easy ways to look 10 to 20 years younger and as good as Samantha.
Hey, I like the sound of that, and you can just use it every day if you want or for special occasions. That's also what I like about it. And I mean, because skincare, of course, can get so expensive, and so can the needle if you go to see, a doctor. But I like that this could just be like in our little arsenal at home. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Great to be with you, Jordan.
You too. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
If you're tuning in for the Puppy Bowl, chances are your 4-legged friend is more than a pet. They're part of the family. And that means when it's time to plan a getaway, more travelers are looking for hotels that welcome pets with open arms. Travel expert Sarah Dandashy is here with the best tips and top picks for planning a trip your pup will love just as much as you do. Sarah, thank you so very much for joining us today. The Puppy Bowl is almost here, and Marriott is getting in on the excitement. So can you tell us a little more?
Yes, so the Puppy Bowl is the cutest thing on TV, but it's also a reminder of real travel shift. Pets aren't just staying behind like they used to, they're coming along on the trip. And that's why Marriott Bonvoy is proud to be the exclusive hospitality partner of Puppy Bowl 22. It ties together 2 things that people love: travel as well as their furry family members. Now, what I am really loving about this moment is that it normalizes what so many people already feel. Your pet is a part of the family, and that also means that they are part of the trip. So when you're planning a getaway, you're not just looking for a hotel that allows pets, you're looking for one that actually makes it easy.
My wife and I, we travel a lot, and we've noticed that there are lots and lots more dogs at hotels now, and even in like some of these nicer hotels. And I think it's absolutely amazing because for us, our dogs very much are part of the family. So let's get a little specific though, right? So share with us some of your favorite pet-friendly hotels, and who maybe there's perfect for.
Yeah, absolutely. So here are 3 great options, and each one fits a little bit of a different travel style. So first up, you've got the Element Austin downtown. This is perfect if you want a city trip that still feels balanced, especially for travelers who like a calmer, wellness forward vibe while still being close to all of the action. And it's really a great home base for exploring Austin. It also works really well for pet travel because you want a stay that feels easy and comfortable and not necessarily chaotic. Secondly, you've got the Aloft New York Chelsea. This one is really ideal for that New York weekend getaway where you want a fun, modern stay right in the mix. Aloft, if you're familiar with the brand, they have that upbeat contemporary energy that is really great for short trips. And Chelsea, by the way, is a solid location, especially if you want to explore the city, walk a ton, and still have a pet-friendly place to come back to and reset. And third up, we've got the Town Place Suites by Marriott Cleveland. This is a great pick, especially if you want something practical and low stress. Great for a few nights or even a road trip style stay. Town Place Suites is built for comfort and routine. And as we all know, when you are traveling with a pet, that routine is everything.
All right, so before I let you go, what's your quick booking checklist, right? And your top tip maybe for making pet travel smooth and stress-free, because I'm telling you, a lot of times taking the pet along can be very stressful.
Yeah, so here are my quick booking checklist. 3 things to consider. First off, check the pet policy and fees, especially before you get there. You don't want any last minute surprises. Second, think about the space. You want to make sure that the room or the suite has enough space so that your pet is comfortable and it's not too cramped. Third, look at the area. Think about easy walks, parks, quick access to outside. These are all things that are really critical to think about. Now, some just little additional tips to make sure that your pets are super comfortable. Pack a familiar item with them like a blanket or a toy. Also, do a walk right after check-in to kind of reset, give them a sense of space and place. And then, of course, as always, build in downtime.
Absolutely. These are all fantastic tips. Very great suggestions. Sarah, we really appreciate your time this morning. And guys at home, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, head to firstcoastnews.com or you can go to marriott.com for more information.
Cardiac arrest can strike anywhere, and in a cardiac emergency, you are the first responder. Anyone can save a life by providing CPR before professional help arrives. So American Heart Association medical expert Dr. Ash Pashal busts the top 3 myths around performing CPR, as well as reasons for bystander hesitancy. So thank you so much for joining us on this important topic. And studies show that in a cardiac emergency, bystanders only intervene about 40% of the time. So why do you think this is?
Yeah, one of the big reasons that people are so hesitant is that when somebody suddenly collapses in front of you, it kind of takes your breath away. It makes it, you just freeze up for that moment, not knowing exactly what you want to do. And a lot of that has to do with fear of this lack of training, lack of preparedness for this life-threatening event.
Right. It's definitely intimidating if something like that happens, and then you question probably, do I actually know what I'm doing? So what are the biggest myths when it comes to performing CPR?
Yeah, I think about 3 key things that we have to break down so we can break down these barriers. The first is that CPR is only for medical professionals. In truth, it's for all of us. It's for our families, our friends, anyone who has the confidence, the skills, and more importantly, the intention to save someone's life. That is who CPR is designed for. The second is that I have to do rescue breathing all the time. Well, in truth, compressions are the most important, which is why we push people to do hands-only CPR. Now, last but not least, and probably the most important, is what you mentioned a little earlier, our fear of hurting someone. In truth, when you do CPR, you are doing the one thing that could save this person's life. Whatever you do, the benefits of performing CPR outweigh any risks that are possible. On top of that, we have Good Samaritan laws across all 50 of our states, which really support and protect those who are trying to do their best to help other people. I would say those are the 3 big myths that we need to break down.
Well, that's great to know, though. I didn't know that they would have the support because, yeah, if you if you hurt them or in some way and they still come out of it, you think like, okay, are they going to come after me for something? So I didn't even think about that, but that's good to know. Like you said, this is the most important part anyway. Just try to save their life. So can you show us the steps?
I'd be glad to. So when we think about doing CPR, it comes down to 2 different steps. First, call 911. If you have your cell phone, keep it on speaker. The dispatcher will talk to you. And the second step is pushing hard and fast in the center of the chest. Just take your hands, push it in the middle of the chest, and do compressions. When I'm doing this, I'm thinking about something simple like Staying Alive from the Bee Gees. That keeps me at the right rate, and then I keep pushing hard and fast. And that's how I save a life.
That is so cool too, and that's something that we can easily remember, kind of just keeping that beat. So what should we know though about recent updates?
Yeah, in the recent updates from the American Heart Association, what we've focused on first is to really get the chain of survival engaged with our lay rescuers. That's you and I, everyone who is out on the streets. 3 out of 4 cardiac arrest events actually happen in the home. This is your moms, your dads, your aunts, whoever. And so we need to be prepared to save the lives of our loved ones. The second update is on choking. With choking, we are pushing for people to start with 5 back blows, followed by 5 abdominal thrusts, and that's for adults and peds. And last but not least, recognizing the deaths that we're having from the opioid epidemic, the American Heart Association has integrated all of their basic life support with all the recommendations of how to deal with a suspected opioid overdose so that we can save every single life.
Oh, such important stuff there. So where can we go for more information on everything?
Great question. Heart.org/nation. Heart.org/nation. You can learn about hands-only CPR and find a class.
Well, I really appreciate that. I think everybody should know how to perform this. So I really appreciate your time today and helping us with that. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Did you know that Renewal by Andersen's energy efficient replacement windows and doors can help lower your energy bills and save you money? Call Renewal by Andersen now and claim this limited time offer before it ends. Give us a call today. Renewal by Andersen.
Think of all the places that could expose you to identity theft and financial loss. It only takes one mistake at your bank, hospital, or employer for a criminal to gain access to your personal information. And if they do, you and your money are at risk.
$110,000 of my hard-earned money gone.
With LifeLock, if your identity is compromised, we'll step in and fix it so you don't have to, guaranteed. Our dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialists handle your case from start to finish. They contact institutions on your behalf, dispute fraudulent charges, and more. In fact, we're so confident that restoration is guaranteed. Plus, LifeLock offers the $1 Million Protection Package with coverage up to $3 million.
When I opened my mail and I had a check from LifeLock, they made me whole.
Call now or go online and use promo code 35OFF to save 35% off an annual plan for your first year. Enroll now.
With Fair and Fairer, I get an answer.
They would always keep up with me and make sure that I was feeling at my very best, mentally and physically.
There was never anything that I felt like I could not ask them about. There was never a time where I felt like I could not reach my attorney, whether it be through the phone, through her assistant, through email, going in person. Like, they made it very, very clear that the means to contact them were always there.
They were always there for me.
And it was a great experience.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed.
That my health needs aren't treated the same way
as mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
to get the answers I need.
Conviva's been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
Finally, I have a team of experts
Taking a proactive approach.
To help me be my healthiest.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer and special financing. Schedule today. Renewal by Andersen.
All right, fun show today. Producer Matt hanging out with us.
Hey, man. Good to see you, dude.
He's over here dancing.
You know, my guess is just like, okay.
Loud.
Well,
Yes.
thank you for joining us.
Yep.
We had a wonderful day, and I hope you do too.
Stick around, because Bro Down's got the news next, y'all.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.